Now let's talk about large intestine 5, Yangxi, Yang stream, a Jing-River point. Li5 is located with the thumb abducted in a depression between the tendons of the extensor, pollicis longus, and brevis muscles, the anatomical snuff box on the radial aspect of the wrist. How to find? The anatomical snuff box is a depression on the radial aspect of the wrist formed when abducting the thumb. Holding the hand in a horizontal position, it opens towards the body. Li5 is located on the wrist joint space, which becomes palpable by moving the wrist. Lung 9 is also located on the wrist joint space and can be found by moving anteriorly from Li5 across the short tendon of the extensor pollicis muscle. Needling vertically 0.5 to 1 shun. Caution, avoid the superficial cephalic vein. Actions, indications, supports the wrist joint, clears fire and expels wind, clears fire from the Yangming. We have the large intestine and stomach, and calms the Shen. Special features, Jing-River point, fire point. Important local point for disorders of the wrist together with TB4, SI5, heart 7, P7, and lung 9. This point has similar functions to Li4 in releasing the exterior and expelling wind heat in the beginning stages of exterior invasions. However, in these situations, Li4 would be preferred as it is stronger in its action of releasing the exterior. Li5 clears heat in the large intestine and is used in febrile diseases. In connection with this function, this point calms the mind and opens the mind's orifices. When there is fire in the bright yang causing manic behavior, propensity to inappropriate laughter, and fright. Similarly to Li4, Li5 benefits the eyes, ears, and nose and is used for sneezing, nosebleed, tinnitus, deafness, ear pain, redness, swelling and pain of the eye, lacrimation, toothache. Li5 is frequently used for painful obstruction syndrome of hand and wrist. So Li5 releases exterior and expels wind, clears heat in the large intestine, calms the mind and opens the mind's orifices by draining fire in bright yang, benefits eyes, ears, and nose, frequently used for painful obstruction syndrome or P syndrome of the wrist and hand. Li5 is the Jing-River and fire point of the large intestine channel, and in common with the fire points of all the 12 channels, has a strong action on clearing heat. Thus, whilst its area of action, the nose, ears, eyes, teeth, head, and throat, is similar to that of Li4, its action is primarily to clear heat and fire in these areas. When heat obstructs the nose, there will be bleeding or rhinitis. When heat ascends to the ears, there will be tinnitus, deafness, and pain. When heat obscures the eyes, there will be redness, swelling, and pain of the eyes. Superficial visual obstruction and lacrimation. When Yangming channel heat inflames the teeth and gums, there will be toothache, and when heat accumulates in the throat, there will be swelling and congestion. Yang stream, as the fire point on the large intestine, carries the purifying and animating aspects of fire to help revitalize the large intestine. When the world has lost its shine for someone, or if they are preoccupied with self-cleansing or feel unworthy of good things happening to them, the uplifting and illuminating aspect of fire within large intestine can admit some light into the dark depths of large intestine and promote a fresh outlook. The influence of fire can help the large intestine reassess what is of value and nourishment and keep its functioning at the correct temperature. Too cold and metal can be frigid in demeanor. Too hot and there is agitation and possibly constipation. The natural flickering movement of fire helps counter the downward movement of large intestine. It lifts the spirit and helps it maintain connection with its purpose and with the Shen. Good with Li4, great eliminator for its purifying and eliminating qualities. Severe imbalance of the Po and Shen arising from disharmony in metal, particularly heat in the large intestine, can lead some people to feel disconnected from their own body, unreal, or to see ghosts or become manic. As the fire point and Jing-River point, Yang stream clears heat to re-establish the calm environment needed for the Shen to rest in the heart and help the person feel re-embodied and less agitated. In this way, it calms the spirit. It has similar properties to Li4 in expelling wind heat and releasing the exterior, but is less frequently used as Li4 is more powerful. As a Jing-River point, where the qi is said to be flowing along like a river, it can be used for clearing heat, generally from the large intestine and its partner in Yangming, the stomach, as well as from its metal element partner, the lung, and is used to clear heat or wind heat from the skin or blood. As a Jing-River point, it will help clear pain and stagnation in the hand and wrist, especially if there is heat involved. So Li5 is a fire point, Jing-River, antique late summer point. This often neglected point can have a remarkable effect on certain mental disorders. It is said to be helpful for people who see ghosts and spirits, when it is commonly sedated. Also for mad people who want to throw off their clothes, often used together with Li4 for their purifying and enlivening effects. Consider for tinnitus, deafness, skin disorders, incoherent speech, stuttering, pain, arthritis of the hand, thumb, or wrist can be used to warm a cold or inert metal CF.